quick reading. I'm in the middle of a reading, a really beautiful reading. It's turning out so good. And it's about what whoever it is on your mind, or what someone would say to you if they ever got the chance, or maybe never get the chance. What would it be? And it's just turning out really great. But it's a very long reading, of course. And I wanted to do something quicker that maybe I could get up for a Sunday reading. So I'm gonna do this one. So I also wanted to, I'm giving this deck away. I meant to give this away back on Valentine's, but I got overbooked, and my personal readings, and also got behind a little bit because I got sick, and so I just had a lot going on and I never got this out. And so I'm gonna do this now. So all you have to do is just leave a comment down below, and as long as you're a subscriber, of course, because this is my way of giving back to those that do subscribe to my channel. So just leave a comment down below and I'll enter you into the drawing. And then hopefully in another week, or maybe 2 weeks, y'all just check on my community page. It may be 2 weeks. I want to give everybody enough time to enter it and know that it's there. This is a really awesome deck, and I'm really excited to give it away. It's the Wandering Star Tarot, and it's by Kat Pierce. And if you don't follow her on Instagram, go follow her. She has the sweetest, cutest little family, and she's just an awesome artist. So what we're gonna do is, this reading is just gonna be about what you need to know at this time. So I have, and this is, of course, we're gonna focus on love. And the reason is because when I picked this deck up, you have the Ace of Cups that's at the bottom. So I was like, okay, I guess we'll do a reading on love. So what is it that you need to know at this time? So I have these stickers here, and we're gonna use these to pull out what is for each pile here. Okay, so pile 1. What is pile 1's? These can be kind of weird sometimes, so keep this in mind. Oh, that's not too weird. So you have a pink camera here for, I guess it goes like, well, it would be like that, right? So it would go, well, does it matter? It doesn't matter. Let's go like that. It doesn't matter. So that's pile 1, and then pile 2. What's pile 2? What's this? Oh, so y'all have the mason jar with the flowers in it. And then pile 3, okay, it's different. So this is just a water bottle, a peach colored water bottle that has a little stick figure on it. I guess that's what that is. Okay, so that's it. Pile 1, pile 2, pile 3. What do you need to know at this time about love? And I'll see you at your pile. Hey, pile 1. Okay, so if you chose the camera, the pink camera here, this will be your reading. So immediately, obviously, pink is the color of nurturement and nurturing, and also it reminded me of the Six of Cups immediately, which is that nostalgia. You know, you think about pictures and everything, and that being something that's like a nostalgic thing. And then, so you may be kind of reminiscing about your past here a lot when it comes to love. There may be someone in particular. The Six of Cups is that soulmate energy for me. So there could be someone that you're reminiscing a lot about, that you are nurturing those memories. You may be seeing things differently right now, like reminiscing about the past and seeing things differently. But it could just be, for some of you, it's just your love life in general, just reminiscing about things from your past and just kind of looking at things a little bit differently than the way you've seen them before. You know, we tend to do that as we get older and we have new experiences. The way that we look at our past tends to be change over time. And you have the Two of Swords in reverse with there's the Ace of Cups as the bottom of the deck energy. Yeah, this Two of Swords in reverse. You may be thinking about some of the decisions that you made, or having to make certain decisions when it comes to love. That's one of the things that you may be reminiscing about. Maybe the direction that you took, or the direction that you wished you would have took. Maybe some things that you wish you would have said, or some things that you've been enjoyed with someone. Okay, well that flipped. This flipped right over. You have the Eight of Pentacles, the Hermit in reverse, Virgo energy. I think that you're looking at things that you wish you would have worked on in a connection. See the way she's looking back at this Eight of Pentacles? I think that you're trying to figure out, maybe possibly for some of you, how to work on what it is in yourself that you need to work on. What else? Let's keep going on. Come back to everything. So we have the Four of Swords in reverse, Ace of Pentacles in reverse. For some of you, you may feel like you've lost an opportunity here with someone. For some of you, you may be thinking about wanting to work on a connection. There may be some kind of, I think you're overly thinking this with this Four of Swords in reverse, and I think that could be some kind of, it's like you could have misunderstood some things, and that's what you're going back and looking at. How you misunderstood some things. Yeah, you have the Tower here. I think that you're experiencing some sort of a new awareness, or a new like epiphany, in a very profound way. You could be also thinking about some sort of Tower moment that was caused. It's like almost like you're trying to educate yourself about some past mistakes that you have made, not just in I think there's a particular relationship with the Tower moment here, but I think it just could be a lot of other relationships in your life. But there's definitely a certain one for some of you, and it may not resonate for everybody, of a misunderstanding here. Maybe misunderstanding something. Yeah, look at that, the Two of Cups in reverse. Wanting to work on this, wanting to work on relationships, how you see relationships, or a relationship in particular. You have the Nine of Swords here to clarify that Hermit in reverse. So this is, you're searching for that inner knowing. You're trying to search for that understanding of things so that you can heal past whatever that is. Why is the Four of Swords here in reverse? Yeah, the Wheel of Fortune. So for some of you, I think that you could feel like you've misunderstood some kind of fortune in your life, some kind of destiny, some kind of fate. And there's karma in some way attached to that. I don't know why I'm getting this, but it's like you may have felt like you were handed some kind of gift that at the time you didn't see the value in it, but it's like now you kind of do see it, or you've in some way you wanting to kind of work on that, but it's causing a lot of anxiety here for you, thinking about maybe losing that situation, thinking about how you could have contributed to information overload. That's what I'm feeling here, guys. Information overload. You're literally sitting here in this Nine of Swords, and you could even just stay up at night. You know, it's during the day we can keep ourselves busy on certain things, and even at night we can too. But when we're trying to sleep, that's when this Nine of Swords comes in, because you're left solely with your thoughts. You could have a lot of worries at this time about whatever this is. It could be that what if this is part of my fate or my destiny in some kind of way, and I misinterpreted this opportunity because I overthought it? How did I contribute, to a relationship or to my past relationships, and knowing that there's some work that you need to put into yourself there, but needing to understand so that you can do that inner work. And then there's a flip side of this, of saying there's something in particular that this right here, this fortunate thing, that you've misunderstood that fortunate thing. It's like you didn't see it as a gift at the time, but now you're looking back and going, oh no. What did I do? Why is the Ace of Pentacles here in reverse? The Knight of Wands. It's like you missed an opportunity to have some kind of inspiration or some kind of drive. Something to do too with your intuition may have been picking up on certain things, or that you thought it was your intuition. And I think you may have gotten confused about your intuition, what is your intuitive hits, and what is more fear-based. And that's maybe what you're kind of sitting on now, is I lost an opportunity here, golden opportunity at that, with that Ace of Pentacles. And it was because I was too much in this. There's a lot of things coming through now. Like it had to be in a certain way, or it had to be in your way. The Knight of Pentacles, maybe you did things too quickly or too abruptly, or you didn't stick to something. Maybe you were too quick to judge a situation even. There's regret for not slowing down and paying more attention to something. And that being, but you've missed an opportunity because of that as well. Why is this Tower here? The Queen of Wands. Why is the Queen of Wands your Tower moment? There are two cards. Ooh, the King of Swords and Justice. This has just got really interesting. Libra, Aquarius, Leo, Scorpio energy. You also have Taurus and Virgo. This just got super interesting here. The moon just fell out. Pisces energy or Cancer energy. There was some kind of fear that was created here. Justice is here. That came out with the King of Swords. So these two are one of the same. I'm going to put them a little to the side. I want to get more information about this. It's Aquarius energy. The Tower. There's some sort of significant change that transpired due to this Queen of Wands that stepped in. Or this is your energy, but I don't feel like it is, because it's right next to this King of Wands, or this Knight of Wands, and I feel like this would be more of your energy here, because that's the way I approached it. So this would have to be someone else. Why is this Queen of Wands here? The Knight of Pentacles. Two things I'm getting from this. For some of you, you may have moved forward in a different direction. For others of you, you may have been more focused on what it is that you were trying to create for yourself here, which to me is like you were just more self-focused here, and you weren't paying attention to other things in a relationship or in your past relationships. That you kind of, this is the awakening or awareness that you've kind of come into. This is representing this understanding with this King of Swords and this justice here. This is things coming into balance here for you. This is this understanding coming into balance for you. And if it hasn't happened yet, it will. It's this idea behind this, you know, this authority here, this power. You having the power to make a difference is something that's here, to bring balance is something that's here. Changing, I think that you've evolved in a way. I think that you went, honestly, from this Knight of Wands energy to this King of Swords energy, where you've stepped into your power of understanding things. And I think that you've been on this journey trying to figure this out. And it could have a relationship attached to it with this Two of Cups, or it could just be, for some of you, just love in general in your past relationships. I think that you have this understanding that you've been really more self-focused, or you've you've been more focused on what it is. For some of you, even like the outside of a relationship and the way that the other person, it's like there's a deeper knowing here than what there was before. And it's something that happens slowly over time, but you're starting to pick up on people that you've connected with and attached yourself to. Maybe people that, with this Queen of Wands being here, that you were physically drawn to, you're physically attracted to, that pulled you towards them in that kind of a way, but it wasn't necessarily a deeper kind of connection there. There wasn't there wasn't depth to it. And I think that this is something else that you're kind of figuring out here with this King of Swords, is that I think that you're figuring out that there's something to do with you understanding the concept of the people that you've been connecting with. There's not as much of a depth to those relationships. And that's something that I think that you want now. You want someone equal here. Justice is here. The scales, you want the scales to be balanced when it comes to this intellectual part of things with the King of Swords, and not so much of a physical part of things with this Queen of Wands. Now, she is smart. I'm not saying that she's not. It's just that when you see the Queen of Wands, a lot of people in tarot recognize the Queen of Wands as that third party, because she's just so physically, you know, beautiful and attractive, and people are drawn to her. But it's like slowly you're changing the way that you're seeing a person or a relationship. Super interesting reading. What's this Two of Cups in reverse? There you go. The Emperor. For some of you, you're connecting with a divine counterpart here with this Emperor energy. And for some of you, this could be your energy as well. Divine masculine energy. It's like working on, this is about you taking control here. Taking control of what you've contributed in relationships. There's a flip side of this, and it's this Tower moment that I'm feeling. It's this idea that you've went through relationships, and if those didn't work out, and you were kind of more blaming the other person for the ways that they contributed to it, when you're now realizing that that relationship really wasn't providing all of what you were really looking for and to begin with. It wasn't balanced in the way that you wanted. And now you're looking back and you're taking on that kind of responsibility of, you were asking certain things of people in relationships that they weren't ever going to be able to give you, because it was more of a, you were looking at that person in a way of more of a physicality. Does that make sense? But I think that you didn't see that before, or you didn't recognize that before up until this point. It's like, this is a deeper meaning that you've came into here. And for some of you, this could be the flip side. This could be your person that this is. I always, guys, if y'all watch my readings, you know I always end up tapping into both energies if there's two here. So some of you, this could be on the flip side. Someone close to you having this understanding or awareness. But why is justice here? What's the justice here? What's the justice here? Death. So you're having a transformation take place along with that. Both Scorpio energy. Death in the Tower when this happens, and then you have the World. This is a big deal. This is a really big deal. And you have the Empress at the bottom of the deck. Oh, this is awesome. I love it. I love it. So you have the Empress and Emperor. That divine counterpart's coming out. And this is an equal counterpart, right? A divine equal counterpart. But you have this whole new, like, epiphany. You just had this whole new epiphany here. Look at this. Look at this. You have the Tower, the Death, and the World. You definitely she's looking right at justice here. And I don't leave justice out. Don't leave justice out. And then you have the Wheel of Fortune here too. You've just learned and leveled up. You just learned something about yourself that's very profound, that's going to have a significant change on you in your life moving forward. The scales are now balanced. You've learned this lesson. You've completed that. Now you can step into, you will have like reward from this. You know, you will have this Wheel of Fortune, and you will have this understanding. And I think it's all tapped into or tied into possibly a divine counterpart that's here. Yeah, wow. Judgment's underneath that. So yeah, this person has brought some sort of, in the Three of Swords in reverse. This is a healing cycle that you went through, and you came out on the other end of it with being able to figure out what this was and change that, transform that pain, that healing, to understanding yourself in a different way so that you can better yourself now moving forward. And this judgment came from this Empress energy. You've possibly, for some of you, there's an awakening that's taking place here because you have judgment in the Tower, in death, in the World, and justice. I cannot make this reading up. This is insane. If you read tarot, it's like, oh my gosh, like you don't get like cards like this, like all on the table at one time very often. And there's not even really that many cards that are out. I don't even know what to get from here. Let's get, what do I want to get? Let's get one of these. And then we'll just get some initials. This was meant to be a shorter reading. So what advice do you have for, okay. Emotional desert, number 11. Inactivity and isolation. What else? So there's that number 11 that's coming out. There's a 1 there too. You know, 111 there. Conscious steps. Considered action and looking forward. And I think that this is where you now are, like moving forward at this point. This is where you now are. Now where you're headed. What is is it? And the number 9. The healing heart, guys. Love, acceptance, and romance. And then you have mindfulness, peaceful presence, and quiet the mind. This is your journey here in a nutshell. Right there. There's that golden opportunity with that golden heart. I think that this is a huge healing cycle that you've completed. And I think that you've completed it perfectly. I think the last final steps of this would be acceptance. Acceptance of this new idea of what love means to you. Your new concept that you've created when it comes to love and the depths of that. And being mindful of that. And finding peace with that. That's attached to this acceptance, right? And then you also have this 111, by the way, with the 9 being here. I think that you're completing a cycle and you're starting something new. 111 is actually, you know, new beginnings, coming into something new, coming into being on the path. You're in the right place, perfectly in the right place. The way that you're seeing things and understanding things at this moment is exactly where you're meant to be. This inactivity and isolation with the emotional desert is something that you're coming out of, and you're literally going from this to this awareness, to accepting the love that's here. Accepting how you see love, how you see romance, how you feel it is changed. And I think it's because of a divine counterpart with the Empress and Emperor energy here. But this is also signifying, if that's not the case, if that's not your story, and if so, still, this is signifying this eternal masculine and feminine energies coming together. Because whereas before there was an emotional desert there, now you're accepting this feminine side to yourself where the emotions lie within. This acceptance is coming in. And this peaceful mind, you see her here and you see her here, and they look like the same person. I'm going to be honest with you. They look like the same person. This 9 of Swords, where you have been, and this inner work that you've been searching for, this whole healing cycle, you're at this point now to where you can have peace of mind. But you have to have this full acceptance of the way that you feel now about love, what it means to you. And this is the number 9. This is that Hermit energy. This is what you're searching for. See? This is what you've been searching for, this understanding. What this was about is you being able to have this peaceful place and an understanding of appreciating and accepting love in a deeper way. But it comes from being able to see and appreciate that within yourself, right, first. And I think that's where you're at. Okay, let's get some key cards. Go deeper. Yeah. Overwhelming. And I am that. I mean, I could put these right on top of here, right? I mean, go deeper would be, you know, this emotional desert that you've been in, but you've been on this path, right, to find your water, to find your emotions, to find the emotions out of this. But you've had to allow that door to open. And then overwhelming. The overwhelmingness of searching for answers here of this connection, or how to work on things, or what you want, has led you to this place of this overwhelming place, has led you to this new understanding, because it's made you want to search and figure this out mentally so that you could find that peaceful place. And then you have, even though it's been super difficult, but then you have, I am that. You are love. You are love. See, half the time in our lives we go searching for love, but we can actually find that love. It's right in ourselves. It's within us. I think that's something that you're figuring out, is that everything that you can offer comes from within you. It's not just about what you can offer outside of yourself. And it's about what you can offer within. The love that you can give to others. The love that you share. Look at that. You have the screw. I mean the screwdriver. Phillips, actually. Yeah, so it's like you've been working on this. You've been doing the work. You've been putting in the work. And you also have the number 8, which is mastering a lesson. And you have that 8 of Pentacles that we started with. So you have a lot of initials, or a lot of things here. You have Aquarius energy, which is this King of Swords here with the Pegasus. Oh, I don't know why I always see this as that, but this is about your social life and your goals. You know, it's the 11th house, but it's also about I know, and like it's this new now understanding of what you know about yourself. When it comes to other people, when it comes to partnerships, relationships. You have the music notes here with the rainbow in the background, maybe significant for somebody, but it's also signifying that, you know, you may get a lot of messages or joy or understanding from music, maybe very important to you. You may be getting a lot of synchronicities through music. If you have a divine counterpart, you may be getting their higher self is maybe sending you synchronicities through music, messages through music to help give you peace of mind or give you some kind of relief. And then you have the number 4, which is that Emperor energy. It's also about now becoming more stable or becoming more aware. And then you also have the Frog, which is taking a leap of faith, but it's also about new beginnings, which we see here. Stepping up to the plate and taking a leap of faith with that 4 and that Frog being right next to each other. But you have HLE, JE, lots of E's in the bowl, Q, FEULD, you are loved. I just heard that in my head. You maybe have had a lot of crazy dreams. I feel like there's lucid dreams here. I'm just gonna tell you the things that I can pick up on with just these letters in the bowl, okay? But lucid dreams is one of those. Lee is here. Feed is here. You want something or someone here that will kind of feed your brain. That's something that came through earlier. Yeah, what else? Lead. Take the lead. You see that with the Frog and the 4. Dull. You don't want something that's dull. I feel like you're a seeker of adventure. That's what I heard. Seeker of adventure. You may have some Sagittarius in your chart. Heal. You want to heal something. You also want to heal, like heal to the accepting, you know, accepting love, opening your heart up. It's been an emotional desert here, and this is a like 180. 1119 1119 may be significant for somebody, but also the number 1119. I'm gonna look that up and I'll put it somewhere on the screen, okay? Okay, so I'm gonna hold this up. I'm gonna leave you here. Feel is in the bowl. Look at that, feel. That's what we've been talking about. Feeling those emotions. Left. I don't know why. Okay. I'll hold them up. Okay. Okay guys, I'm gonna leave you here. So I hope you enjoyed this reading. I hope it resonates. I hope it makes sense. This was actually a really great reading. I really like this reading a lot. It's exciting kind of reading. It starts off in a certain way, and then some of the cards that came out are very significant here. So I hope y'all enjoyed it. I hope it resonates and makes sense. Thanks for being here, guys. Thanks for all your love and all your support and all your kindness, of course. And I hope to see you soon. Bye. Hey, pile 2. Okay, pile 2. So if you chose you have the blue mason jar here with some flowers in there. And I'm not sure what kind of flowers these are. They look like wildflowers. All you see on this is perfect mason. So as far as what we're looking into is love and what is it that you need to know. So about love, about your situation, or about whatever it is that needs to come through. I feel like for some of you, you may be looking for the perfect thing to say or the perfect words to say, because you do have this, this mason jar is blue, which is the throat chakra. And it's about expressing yourself, you know, and communication. So for some of you, that may be the case here. And it saying perfect, you know, the perfect things to kind of say, or the perfect thing to say. But then you also have this, these purple flowers here, and purple's like the crown chakra. So it's almost like, again, it's like you're trying to pick up on really kind of either wanting to express yourself in the perfect way. And for some of you, it may be that you're in a new relationship and you're wanting to just make sure that you express what it is that you feel in the right way, or the perfect way, or you want it to be perfect. For some of you, you're trying to just express a truth that you have, and you want that to come across in a perfect way. But you want to be confident in whatever that is, and clear and direct, but you want it to be exactly right. So very strong. You want it to be something that's with these flowers. You know, you want it to be something that is going to be, that's going to stick. That's not going to come across in a way where it's kind of wishy-washy or anything like that. You want to make sure that it's very clear and that it's very grounded. Super interesting. Okay. There's also a little bit of yellow on these flowers. I think there may be a little bit of, for some of you, I think there's a little bit of fear underlining this. It's not big. I think the want or the need to express yourself is bigger than that fear is there. But there is a little, there's a little tiny yellow on here. There's a little tiny yellow, which is, since we're talking about all the chakras, which is what I'm learning right now, so I guess that's why it's coming up in the readings I've been doing lately a lot. But the yellow is the solar plexus, so it can be associated with a fear. But it can also be like that you have like this gut feeling or your intuition that you'll be able to express in the way that it's like all going to come together in the perfect way. So it's that overpowers, I feel like, that fear that's there. This is super interesting. There always are. I love doing these readings. You have, look at that, the moon in reverse with the Four of Swords. Yeah, you've thought about this a lot, of what it is that you want to say, how you want to say, what do you want to say. The moon in reverse is getting over that fear. Listening to your intuition, and not letting fear take over, you know? Not allowing fear to take over. Seeing past any kind of mental delusions that are there. I feel like you're in a really good place for whatever this is that you're wanting to accomplish. You have the World in reverse with the 8 of Wands in reverse, which is that communication. You may have been delaying this. It's like something that you don't want to end or that's not over. You want to make sure that you get your, there it is again, the 8 of Wands. You want to make sure that you get your point across, or you get what you want to say out. Justice. You don't want to leave things unsaid for some of you, or you just want to make sure you say it in the right way. I feel like there may be 2 storylines that are coming to mind here, but let's just go ahead and get tarot. If you didn't watch my intro and I forgot to tell pile 1, and there's that 5 of Wands. So this could have something to do with being afraid that the other person may not see things the way that you do, or just there being some sort of debate that's going to transpire with this truth. Or you may have to defend yourself in some kind of way, or you need to defend what it is that you have to say for some of you. I'm giving away this deck. It's the Wandering Star Tarot by Kat Pierce, and if you are interested in that, as long as you're a subscriber, because this is the way I give back to my subscribers and tell y'all thank you, just leave a comment down below, okay? And I'll enter you in the drawing. And you have the Emperor here. So either this is directed to an Emperor, but this is also, or you are an Emperor. But this is, I feel like you wanting to take the lead and honoring yourself, defending yourself in some kind of way with this truth, the High Priestess. This is this intuition and inner knowing. This could also be something, there's silence here, I feel like, for some of you. With this, there could be some sort of disagreement here and some silence that's here. But wanting to take the lead, or wanting to, I heard redirect. This is stuff that you've been keeping to yourself here, that you're wanting to speak up about. And for some of you, this is someone that you're connected with. And these are the 2 storylines. This is the other story. Someone you're connected with, possibly a newer connection, but you want this to be perfect. And so you're kind of at this 5 of Wands. You're looking at this in a way of debating, like, when the right time is, when the right place is. Do you see the way the 2 of them are just looking at each other right there? It's like you have the 3 of Wands that's behind them and the 2 Wands in front. It's like you're planning on your ships coming in. You're planning on that time to approach. You're waiting for that right time to step up here and express yourself. Yeah, the 9 of Swords, but there's that there's that kind of fear that's coming in. Well, I mean, my gosh, it was supposed to be a little bit of fear. Now all of a sudden you have this huge significant worry that's sitting here. Worried about how it's going to go. And the Death is here. This transition, this is going to cause a transition, I feel like, in this relationship. And this is part of the worry that's here. You're worried about how this is going to change the relationship. Tell me about the 5 of Wands. The Wheel of Fortune. So there you go. You have this opportunity that you don't want to mess up. And that's why you were looking at it in the way of, where's the perfect, sorry guys, my throat's, we're talking about speaking your truth. And here you go, and my throat's messing up. When that happens in a reading, it's just hard for you to express yourself. So this Wheel of Fortune here, and we'll go through the signs when I get all the cards out. This Wheel of Fortune here is you really paying attention to the specific time, making the perfect plan, and not wanting to mess up this opportunity here with this Wheel of Fortune. You don't want to mess up this opportunity. It's like you get one chance. Like I just heard Eminem in my head. You know what I'm talking about, that song? You get one chance, right? And you don't want to mess that up. So why is the Emperor here? The Two of Wands, there it is right there. You're planning on taking a certain direction. You've already kind of planned this out in a way. Why is the High Priestess here? The Ten of Swords is here, and this wants to come out too. It's the Magician. There may have been some kind of ending, and you're wanting to, hey George, you gonna get up here with me? Oh good, he never gets in my chair with me anymore, guys. But lately he's been loving my chair. What are you doing, George? Just sit down. So there may have been some sort of ending here, and you may be been keeping to yourself here about that ending. It's like, you know, well, he didn't last very long here. It's like, no, you know what? I want to lay on the bed. Change their mind. Okay, for some of you, there's a lack of closure here. For some of you, there's like things that you have or you know about this particular ending that you've been keeping to yourself. That's not going to resonate for everyone's story. There's another storyline that's here, and it has to do with you want to create, you know, this doesn't have to be a bad card here, this Ten of Swords. I feel like you just want to create the ending of the silence between the two of you and manifest something different here. Or maybe it's just transitioning from one phase of this relationship to something different, something new. And this truth is going to create that new place with this Magician being here. The Magician and the High Priestess, it's like you're really trying to create, you really want to, some of you just really want to, if this is like not a good thing and you're in a separation or silence with someone, this is like you wanting to change that with this Magician being here. You want to take some kind of action towards this closure or this understanding of this ending that you've been keeping to yourself. That maybe this other person's unaware of. And for some of you, by the way, these roles can always be switched, okay? So take it how it resonates. Why is the Nine of Swords here? There it is, the Ace of Pentacles. This is, I think what your fear is that you're going to lose this opportunity here. This is when you get in your head. You're doing fine here. You got this plan. Then you start to get in your head that that opportunity is not going to be right. It's not going to come together. It's not going to be perfect. This is that little bit of fear. I feel like the good thing is, though, and the reason I saw it so small in your flower is because the fear, and this is crooked, this is going to drive me nuts, guys. I got to fix it. The fear that you have is, it doesn't come until the last, I feel like the last bit. The last bit. It's like right when you're going to say it, or right when you decide to do it, right when you know, send that message, or you speak your truth, or you feel like it's the right time, you know, right in that moment, you feel like that's when that fear comes in of, what if it doesn't go right? Also, for some of you, you may be afraid that that opportunity's already passed. Like it's too late. Depends on your situation. Why is Death here? Death is also representing a new beginning as well, right? Yeah, the Three of Cups. This is about wanting to reconnect or a union with someone. For some of you, this is about wanting to express how you feel emotionally to someone else. Like the depths of the emotions that are there to someone else. The abundance that you feel emotionally, how big those emotions are. But you know that this is going to change, it's going to transition this relationship to the next phase. And for others of you, this is a resurrection to a relationship, a friendship. You know, this says family, friends, joy, abundance on it, but it could be a friendship. It could even, I guess it could be even a family member. How many more? Okay, well that just fell in my lap. The moon is in reverse, came out again. You have this like inner knowing that this is what needs to be done, or this is what you need to do. I think it's pushing on you a lot. It's like, I have to do this, or just this inner knowing that this is the time for it, or you need to, like, this is the perfect timing. Because I think that you feel the significance of this fear of losing this opportunity. So it's like you can feel that window of opportunity kind of closing, which came out in a reading I did a while back. But I mean, I get similar message in readings. I have the same people watching my readings, right? So, what about this death? Let's see. I think I have this pretty much wrapped up, this part. So let's take a look and see what your wish is for this. Well, let's just ask how this is going to go. Why not? How can this go for pile 2? Well, that flew right out. The Hierophant. And that's a good card. That just means that it's going to be structured well. It's going to come together in the way that it's meant to. It could be commitment for some of you. You could be having some sort of commitment that's there. A new understanding of things. It's gonna everything's gonna like come back into balance. Oh my gosh, you have the Lovers and the Page of Wands. It's gonna go really good. It's gonna go really good. That's how. Gemini and Taurus energy here for me. You also have Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer, Aries, Leo, Aquarius, Aries, and more Pisces. So yeah, it's gonna go really good. I mean, yeah, that's union, and commitment as well. And the page, this is good news here, the Page of Wands. You have the Seven of Wands here. I wonder what that's about. Let's just get some clarifiers before I go too far into that. It can be that you have to defend something here, or there's some sort of challenge or obstacle in the way. So it's like the two of you come together, right? Committing to a relationship or understanding here of something. But then you start in on communicating, okay, now that we've come past this obstacle, and then there's another obstacle that's here. And the obstacle could be, I mean, it just could look a lot different for everybody, but let's see if we can get any more detail there with that. Actually, I'm gonna get clarifiers for all these. Why is the Hierophant here? You have the Three of Pentacles in reverse, which is contradictory, actually. You may find yourself like in understanding with one another about this relationship, but not knowing how to fully commit to each other quite yet with that Three of Pentacles in reverse, or not knowing if you can or how to, or it's like you want to, but you don't know. The Pentacles would be the grounded aspect of things. You don't know how to. You don't know what it's going to look like, or yeah, how to bring it all together. Why is the Lovers here? The Four of Pentacles. Yeah, you both want to hold on to this relationship. You both want to stabilize this relationship. Neither one of you have let this go. You don't want to let this go. Why is the Page of Wands here? Queen of Wands. So this could be a message that's sent to you here that gives you a boost of confidence moving forward. There could be something here in this Queen of Wands energy. There could be something here where you're getting a new understanding, or this is someone that's creative and a leader. There's a time period here where you may be focused on the good news of this transition of this relationship for a while, but then you get into a place to where you both want to focus on now either communicating this to others or being inspired in a creative way of how to kind of approach the obstacles in the future together. Does that make sense? Leo energy here. There's some kind of good, for some of you, there's another message. Tell me more about, yeah. The Nine of Wands in the reverse and the Temperance. For others of you, there may be someone else that's here that's a struggle where there's a balance that's there. It's like somebody's given up on that and they're balanced their emotions out with whoever this is. This is a side message. This isn't going to resonate for everybody, but there's something to do with this Queen of Wands energy where someone's kind of, there's a good message that someone, I don't know if this was a fear or worry or something that's here, but there's a good message that's coming through about this, that someone either they don't care about this other person, it's interference, or this other person isn't. There may be someone that's not supportive of this relationship, but like they're healing past it, or they're finding peace with it, finding balance with it. Okay, that's a side message. I don't know who that's meant for, but I mean, it's coming in good news. So whatever it is, I think it's gonna eventually work itself out. Why is the Seven of Wands here? Justice. Justice. I think that the obstacle that the two of you will be facing here and then moving forward is the balance of things. Finding equality here. There's something to do with this Three of Pentacles that ties into this. How the two of you can work together or come together. Tell me more about that Three of Pentacles in reverse. Landed right on there. Did y'all see that? You have the Two of Cups in reverse. So there has been a disconnect or distance here. And it's based off of this. The Seven of Pentacles in reverse, and that's the same message I'm getting here, and with Justice here as well. This is still obstacle. How the two of you are going to come together. How the two of you are going to work. You know, this is about planting your roots somewhere. Growing potential in the relationship. How can you be successful in bringing the two together, bringing it back together, finding peace with where you plant your roots, finding peace with what the two of you invest into the relationship itself. That's the overall obstacle, I feel like, moving forward. And the Hermit here in reverse with that Three of Pentacles in reverse is like needing to go within to try to figure out how to work together in accomplishing whatever goal that you have in mind. Yeah, that's going to be your next obstacle moving forward. Let's get some eyes in to close. And I want to see what the future of this is going to look like. I just picked up this deck and I was like, maybe I should use some of these. And it's proposal. That's at the bottom of it. A romantic or business opportunity is indicated. Well, indebted, I might be part of it. Number 27. That's interesting. A romantic or business opportunity. So that's what we're seeing here. I'm gonna get one of these real quick. Why not? I said one. Patience is you need to have patience here. That's 3 just came flying right out. We have eagle. I have the eagle here. Number 9, that's the hermit. So they're wanting to focus in on this. You will soar towards your destiny with greater clarity and strength. Staying focused on the obstacles with these mountains, but seeing a higher perspective of that is important. Whatever that you feel like your destiny is here is important. And we saw that too with that Wheel of Fortune. Like you feel like this is part of fate or destiny in some way. So here's the dragonfly, which is signifying that transformation. And it's the number 8. Have confidence during this time of great joy, renewal, and connection to spirit. Yeah, this has to do with the huge transformation that's going to take place. And now it's time to kind of fly. You know, dragonflies, they live in the water for like 2 years. And it's kind of what it's saying here. It's you've transformed, now it's time to fly, because you have the eagle here as well, which is soaring towards your destiny. So keeping this as your primary focus. Oh my gosh, guys. Interesting that marriage here is judgment. It's the number 20. You are attracting emotional fulfillment and unconditional love. So it just doesn't have to mean marriage. I know not everybody wants marriage, but it could if that's what you're looking for. But it's facing your fear and facing your truth that this is a possibility here for you, I think is a big part of this. Because number 20 is that judgment, which is that resurrection. It's that renewal. It's that cleansing. It's that starting something and creating something new here for yourself. And emotionally fulfilling and unconditional love is part of this experience. So it's almost like it could, you know, what I wanted to say, it doesn't just have to be marriage. It has to be with a union with someone, an understanding with someone. That connection, getting back to that connection, getting back to, oh my gosh, I don't know why okay, hold on, I gotta slow down for a second. That just freaked me out. I don't know why I just said getting back to that connection, because that's not what I wanted to say, but that's not what came out of my mouth. And then reconciliation just popped out when I said that. So for some of you, this is a reconciliation, but for some of you, I don't even know what I was gonna say now. Huh. Let's just keep going. Maybe it'll come back to me. For some of you, this is just agreed upon union, you know, between the two of you. And it may have something to do with a partnership in prosperity. But I mean, you have the lovers here. So there's definitely love here. Family. The conflict is resolved. The healing has begun. For some of you, if this is a newer relationship and this is like you having a transition in a newer relationship, then I feel like the two of you, the next time that you come back together, I feel like it's possible that this is when this is going to transpire. And I feel like it has something to do with bringing your family together as well. Yeah, new love. I just said that. It's so funny. Yeah. And cutting. Okay, this is kind of a good reading. Stress and isolation. This is where you're coming from. For some of you, you're coming out of isolation, and this is that Nine of Swords, that stress and anxiety you're feeling about making that transition. And look what's under that: commitment. An agreed upon mutual union between lovers. Marriage could be involved. Wisdom, gaining information about that, is what's coming here. Reconciliation with someone and creating a family here with someone is something else that's here, but it could just be you and this person coming together and being a family. And then you have this new love and new relationship. But in order to have this, you have to cut some things out here. It's time to sever unhealthy attachments. The cycle must be broken. I do feel like that you're ending you're having a transition here, okay? You're leaving some things behind and you're having a brand new beginning. Let me see something real quick before we go on. Can you give me a card here so I can better understand? Resurrection. I said a card? I might leave that there because the way that that just landed on that, it says happiness, expansion, joy, fulfillment, oneness, enjoying each other. For some of you, this is just, the family card in this deck is representing the Ten of Cups, which would be this emotional fulfillment. So for some of you, this is just the two of you coming together and having this emotional fulfillment and resolving any kind of conflict that was here. With the conflict is resolved. This cassette tape would be this reconciliation. It would be this replaying events over and over in your head. It would be this kind of renewal of someone from your past for some of you. For others of you, this is just about you thinking about what you want in this connection, like over and over, and then finally speaking your truth about what that is. And then you have healing heart, healing from heartbreak, freedom from toxic relationships or addictions. I do feel like that this has to go here with cutting, because I feel like this is something that is healing. This is part of what you want to get rid of with relationships or in this connection, however it fits for your situation. But there could be some addictions here for some of you, are just wanting to be better, wanting to come together and wanting to heal the connection or heal whatever you've been through in your past. Like this connection is something that's going to be very healing here for you. And then you have Cupid's arrow. So that have faith, love is coming, surprise invitation or a meeting, right with new love. I mean, this hesitation, I think, is that Nine of Swords that you're coming into. Guys, for some of you, this is like, this won't resonate for everybody, but I have to say this. We saw those two rings in proposal. For some of you, this is a proposal. For some of you, this is somebody that wants to have a commitment here with you. Yeah. And we have abundance at the bottom of the deck. Keeping a positive mindset, manifest exactly what you want, gratitude and bliss. I mean, this is going to push you in the right direction. Wherever you're headed is a good place. You and someone are coming together or coming back together. Okay, I'm going to stop here and let's get some initials in. Let's get some key cards. We have believe in self, clear within, cleanse. So this clear within and cleanse is this cutting out any of those toxicities here now moving forward. And who am I? Yeah, finding yourself, I feel like, what it is that you want and what it is that you want to be. We have a 6 that's just popped out of the bowl and landed in front of me. So that 6 would be 6 of Cups. which is like that reconciliation, but it could also be the Lovers in tarot, healing. You also have the Two of Cups, the two little martini glasses. So that partnership is there, commitment or soul contract coming together. You have the, oh, I love this one, guys. This is Eeyore off of Winnie the Pooh. I love Winnie the Pooh. I wish we still had cartoons like that for kids, or at least they would still be wanting to watch cartoons like that, let's say that. So this is someone that he's always kind of looking at the sadder part of things, you know. He always feels like nobody cares for him, but they do care for him, but they don't care for him, that kind of thing. I don't know. It's just like he's always sad. I feel like maybe you've been this way, and I think that this is going to change. Or someone else has been this way, but either way, I think it's going to change. This feeling that you've been in is there's a change that's coming here. So you have the shell, so coming out of your shell, which could be like Eeyore here coming out of his shell. And then you have the moon, so something could happen around the new moon, which is in a couple of days. I think Tuesday. I'm not sure. And it's Aries season, so that's all about you having a transition. It's the first zodiac sign, so we're closing out stuff here, guys, and starting something new. Everybody's kind of shifting. So there you go, starting a new cycle with someone. You have a Y, a K, and an L. There's not very many letters here. I can't spell anything out of that. Why and why? Maybe you both have questions. Okay. I'm just gonna hold it up, let y'all see it. Okay, guys. So this was kind of a shorter reading for me, but I'm working on a really good one. And don't forget to leave a comment down below with the waning star for the Wandering Star Tarot. Okay, and I'm gonna leave you here. Thanks for being here, guys. Thanks for all your love and support and kindness, of course. And I hope to see you soon. Hey, pile 3. So if you chose the water bottle, and when I first picked this up, it looked like a cat's nose and whiskers to me for some reason. So that may be part of maybe intuition that we're talking about. It's kind of a peachy color, so that might be relevant to somebody. Maybe a peach may be relevant to somebody. What else? The other thing that I also picked up on intuitively was that you may be someone that's recently started to kind of look more towards your own health, like the importance of your own health. You could be someone that's just recently started running. I don't know why that came to mind. But trying to look more into yourself and taking care of yourself and the importance of that, because it does look like a little stick figure running there, on there. You may be thirsty. You may be running from some thirsty people. It's just saying. It's possible. You could be running from some thirsty people. If y'all know what I mean by that. You may have people that are thirsty for your attention or time or energy or comfort. You may be someone that is very nourishing, and people tend to be drawn to that. So you may be feeling like you're starting to get kind of depleted with your energy in some kind of way, and needing to recharge, you know. Okay, so if all that stuff kind of resonates with you guys, it's kind of a way for you to tell if this is for sure your pile or not. But so let's get the tarot. This is meant to be about love and about what you need to know about love. Well, those just came flying right out. This Emperor has showed up in every reading. So you have the Emperor in reverse and the Nine of Swords in reverse. I'm already getting like a heavy message here just to make sure that you're not overdoing it when it comes to your own energy, as far as giving your energy and time to others. Make sure that you are kind of looking at, and it's important that you're looking at and taking care of your own self here at this time. You have the Queen of Wands here, so you have Aries and Leo energy. You have the Hermit in reverse, Virgo energy, and the Lovers in reverse. Okay. It's an interesting reading. You see the way this Hermit energy, she's literally looking back at this Queen of Wands. Let's get some more before we just go right into this. And it's still not straight for me. Gotta get it straight the first time, otherwise it's like way difficult when you have all the cards out, and this is important to me. I want y'all to be able to see these really good. Plus, don't forget, I'm giving this deck away. I have it right here. It's by Kat Pierce, and it's called The Waning Star. And the Wandering Star, I don't know why I always want to say the Waning Star, but the Wandering Star. And I'm going to give it away. If you, all you got to do is leave a comment down below in this video. And as long as you're a subscriber, because this is how I give back to my subscribers to say thank you, I'll put you in the drawing. It's going to be in a week or two. I haven't decided that for sure yet, but I'll put it in my community post, so keep an eye out for it, okay? You also have Gemini here with the Lovers. Why is the Emperor here in reverse? Justice in reverse. I just heard dissatisfaction with how something has gone or how something's going. That's Libra energy there. Why is the Nine of Swords here in reverse? Temperance in reverse. You're coming out of this feeling of Sagittarius energy. You're coming out of this feeling of feeling like you don't know what to do, and like internally. You haven't been feeling in a good balanced place, and in some way or another, I feel like you're getting yourself out of that. It's like, sometimes I see the Emperor in reverse as not so negative. It's more like you're needing to take excessive control because things aren't okay, or aren't right, or aren't in a good position, or aren't balanced, or aren't equal. And it's like the Emperor, sometimes at some point, he has to really put his foot down. He has to really stand up and fight for what he feels like isn't okay, or isn't balanced. And I feel like that's what's happening here. And it has to do with this internal business that's going on here with you. Maybe you haven't been feeling exactly right about things, or you haven't been feeling in a very good place. And you're starting to come out of that, okay? Why is the Queen of Wands here? She's in the middle of your reading. The Seven of Swords in reverse. You're changing your ways. I think that you're changing the way that you see this Queen of Wands energy, if this is someone else. But it could also be that you're changing, you're wanting to be more honest here. I think that you're wanting to be more truthful to this Queen of Wands energy. Wanting to step up and have courage and be honest and truthful to yourself and to someone else. Why is the Hermit here in reverse? I think that you're afraid of how this is going to be, how this reaction is going to be. Yeah, you have the Page of Wands in reverse. That's not a great message that's going to transpire. That's bad news. I think what you're worried about, remember I said that this Hermit energy is looking right at this Queen of Wands? I think you're worried about, oh. I think you're worried about how someone's going to react to this secret coming out into the open or whatever this is. And I think that that's what's keeping you kind of in this place. You could be coming out of detaching or coming out of isolation with this Hermit energy. You have like this new understanding about how you want to change things for yourself. Again, you have the High Priestess in reverse, which is secrets about a new beginning or secrets about transitioning or changing. This death in reverse can be clinging on to something. And there could be something here as well that you've been clinging on to where it's about a new beginning or beginning again or changing or something being different. And you've been clinging onto this, if it's an idea, a thought, or something. And this is what you're going to be sending a message here, bringing this out into the open. And I think that you're afraid of this Queen of Wands response, to be honest, because I can't unsee that she's just looking directly at her. And she's in a way of looking at her where the Queen of Wands is looking straight forward, right? I think you're afraid of, honestly, I think you're afraid of making this person upset in some kind of way. See how she's covered? She's covering herself. She's holding that lantern like she's trying to get away, sneak away. Like do this slowly or something, because I think that you're afraid of this Queen of Wands. It's a reaction. Especially if you're detaching from them in some kind of way. It's like you may have been hesitating sending this message. This Page of Wands is a message. But in reverse, it's like it's not a good message. Not something that you feel like is going to be a good message. Why is the Lovers in reverse? You have Scorpio and Pisces energy here. Why is the Lovers in reverse? The Knight of Swords in reverse. Well, that's interesting. Let's get some more. Why is the Knight of Swords here in reverse? Two wanted to come out. Oh. You have the Two of Wands and the Ten of Cups both in reverse. For some of you, I feel like you could be detaching from someone. I think some of you may be moving away from someone. Ending a relationship even. There's something to do here with you ending something. You have the Lovers in reverse. You have the Ten of Cups in reverse. And the Two of Wands in reverse is fear of not knowing how something's going to go. I don't think that you feel satisfied where you are with whoever this is. And I think that there could be some dishonesties here as well about this Queen of Wands that you're picking up on or you're seeing. Or maybe you've just been dishonest. This doesn't have to be a male or female, by the way. And I know that if you watch tarot enough, you probably already know that. But I have to say, these are archetypes, okay? So this is how you're seeing this. And so it is a fire sign. It's Leo for me, but it could be Sagittarius or Aries. Tell me more. Let's find out more about that Seven of Swords in reverse. There's the Page of Pentacles, so that's an apology. And the Knight of Pentacles in reverse. Oh, this is you doing something for yourself. I picked up on that here. The Knight of Pentacles is a someone that is determined, gracious. They're slow moving, but it's because they can stop along the way and they want to help others. They want to do this and that. When he's in reverse, it's like he's now doing all that for himself. He's more self-focused and not as much worried about everyone else around him. With this Page of Pentacles that's here, it's a solid new start or a solid new beginning, but it can also be an apology, a message of an apology, of doing something for yourself and that coming out into the open. But I mean, the Queen of Wands is upright here, so you're not seeing this person in a bad way. If this is someone you're in a relationship with, it's like you're still attracted to this person. You don't see this person in a bad way. I just feel like you don't see this person as an equal in some way, because you have Justice in reverse here with the Emperor. Tell me more about the Queen of Wands. Okay. I was ready to come out. The Chariot in reverse. That's Cancer energy. In the reverse. This could be someone that's dependent on you in some kind of way, or you may just, they could be emotionally, you don't know how this person's going to handle things. You may feel like sometimes they don't have control of their emotions. They're kind of unpredictable in some way. Tell me more about this. Okay. You have the Knight of Cups here. And the Four of Pentacles in reverse. This is someone that you feel like is going to have a hard time letting go. You want to be, how do I say this? I have this feeling of you wanting to be considerate. Delicate keeps coming to mind too. Of this person. Of letting go of this person. Why is Justice in reverse? Okay, the Tower in reverse. This is this change. You're trying to prevent. It's like wanting to do things in a certain way because you want to prevent chaos. But it's also kind of very self-focused as well. Like you're coming, which isn't a bad thing. I feel like you're looking at it in a way of needing to do what's best for yourself so you can prevent some kind of destruction or chaos for yourself. Scorpio energy here. You may also feel like you need to be the one to kind of take control of this situation before it turns into a chaotic situation, before it turns into destruction. If this is a relationship, it's like you feel like you need to get out of this because it's not going to be a good relationship, or it's not going to lead to a good place. It's not going to lead to something good for you. And you want to explain this to this person, that this isn't doesn't feel right or doesn't feel balanced for me here. I'm sorry that I'm having to let go of you or move in this direction that I'm moving in, but I need to break myself free of this relationship. You may not see a future here with this person, with this Two of Wands and this Ten of Cups here in reverse. And that's a hard kind of thing to say to somebody. There's a song that's called Breaking a Heart. Hold on just a second. I have to tell y'all this. It's called, I think it's called Breaking a Heart. And how difficult it is, not just for, the person that's getting the heartbreak, but just as difficult for the person that's breaking the other person's heart. Hang in there just one second. I want to read y'all the lyrics to this. I gotta find it. Hold on. Sorry. Breaking a Heart. Yeah, that's the name of it. Oh, it's such a sad song too. It's everybody's sorry, everybody's sad, everybody's losing something they can't get back. What if I regret it, giving up the fight? It's harder to explain when there's no one's really wrong or right. Everybody's, jeez, I can't even read now, guys. Goodbyes are never easy. I don't know if the hardest part is being heartbroken or breaking a heart. Oh, it's so sad. You're having to break somebody's heart here, and I think that that's very difficult for you because I think that you still see this person in a really good way. Whoever this person is to you. Yeah. What's the, I think that this is something that you've been like hanging in there and clinging on to for a long time. And I think it's like, you know, now that you have to separate yourself here. You've been holding on to sending this message for a while. You've been thinking about this for a while. What are you trying to keep? What are you, I don't know what question I want to ask. The Lovers in reverse can sometimes represent self-love, loving yourself. And I feel like this is part of it. It's like loving yourself enough to walk away from this. Because you don't feel like that there is a, this is emotionally fulfilling to you in some kind of way. And this is your truth that I think that you've been holding in. Okay, well that just flew out. Let's see what it says. Queen of Swords in reverse. And the Seven of Wands in reverse. Yeah, you've been keeping this to yourself. And I think that you've been afraid that this person's going to somehow get upset and just cut you off or get very defensive. It's like the fear of how this person's going to react has been what has been keeping you in this place of feeling stuck with the Death in reverse. Let's see. I don't need to ask about how this Queen of Wands is going to respond because I think you're already very, very much well aware of that. That's why you had worry in the first place. But let's see what's going to happen for you moving forward, okay? Because I want to leave you with something positive. And that just flipped over. Well, the Two of Cups is in reverse. But I feel like that's part of that disconnect. It can also represent that loving oneself as well. Yeah. So what can they expect moving forward after this obstacle? Oh my gosh, these cards are flying everywhere. Well, you have the King of Cups and the Creator, which is a special card in this deck. It's kind of, it reminds me of the Tower and the Wheel of Fortune and the Magician all in one. That's what it looks like to me. I think that once you detach here, I think that you're going to be able to stabilize your emotions. You're going to feel good. You're going to feel like you're in a balanced emotional place with this King of Cups, Scorpio energy. Because you are coming from this imbalanced place. And this is the whole reason you're going towards where you're going. So once you disconnect, you'll find balance here and be able to create what it is that you want with the Magician in reverse. So you may feel like you're trying to create what it is that you want out of whatever opportunity that you have at hand, but you may feel like that you're still missing, like you're going to go on the search, or you're still missing for something. What are you looking for there? Oh, the Wheel of Fortune. That's weird that I said it's like the Magician, the Wheel of Fortune, Tower, all in one card, and you now have the two cards that came out as that reminded me of it. There's something that there's still a part of this that you're looking for, that you're waiting for to come together, to get this wheel to come together. In order for the fortune to take place, the Wheel of Fortune's here, you have to get past the Magician of how to bring everything together, but you have to have the right tools in order to do that. So let's see why the Two of Cups is in reverse. Oh, the Queen of Pentacles. Okay, for some of you, this is about you grounding something, but for others of you, you could be in disconnection with this Two of Cups in reverse with someone that you may be moving towards. You could be leaving someone to go to someone else. I'm just going to throw that out there. Not going to resonate for everybody, but that is just a scenario that's obvious. Why is the King of Cups here? That's Taurus energy. Why is the King of Cups here? The Mother Star. These are the Mother Star. Hold on, baby. The Mother Star and here comes my child as I say the Mother, and the Creator are both special cards in this deck. What is it, babe? Sorry, guys. That was my 6-year-old making sure that he did not have to go to school today. He didn't understand. Don't have to go to school today? Why are we not at school? It's good to know that he was worried about that, though, huh? So for some of you, there is someone else here that you may be disconnected with. But for others of you, this is about finding your own stability at this point, outside of a relationship. Needing to find your own stability outside of a relationship. Going on your own, okay? Trying to get everything that you need together. And this Mother Star here being in reverse, with that King of Cups being there, for some of you, you may actually be feeling like hold on, let me tap into the rest of this before I say anything about that. Why is the Creator here? The Five of Wands in reverse. So it's like you want to get out of feeling like you want to create something here. I think that you want to create something new or big for yourself. I feel like this is something that either you're going to have to fight for, compete with, or defend in some kind of way. It's like in order to create what it is that you want to create here, you have to get past this 5 of Wands. So there could be something to do with, if you're disconnected with someone, there could be a disagreement, or how to bring something together. You could disagree about how to create something here. For others of you, this is just about whatever it is that you want to create. You have to get past what you feel like is competition around you in order to do that. With that Mother Star in reverse, I feel like you have the... It's like you want to... It's again, to me, that you want to nurture some sort of wish that you have. An emotional wish or emotional connection. And something that you cherish, that brings in some sort of balance for you. And this could just be some kind of wish fulfillment that you have, dream that you have. You may be just trying to figure out what that is, or what that looks like, or what your goal is now moving forward in a relationship, or just in love. Why is the Magician in reverse? Remember, this is what's going to transpire after the fact, right after this obstacle. So you have the 7 of Wands in reverse, which is another card of challenge and competition. But they're in reverse. So these are things I think that you feel like you're going to have to approach in the future, whether it's with someone or it's just within yourself. You may feel like these challenges of what it is that you want to create could be too much for yourself, and maybe you're wanting to have a partner in your life, or a partner to create whatever this is.
Emma.
So sorry. Okay, Wheel of Fortune. Oh, guys. She just landed right over there, didn't she? The Queen of Cups. And the 2 of Pentacles. Well, that's about juggling things. I'm just going to put this out there because it's very obvious and I can't really see past it. You have the Ace of Cups in reverse with the Hanged Man. You're seeing a different perspective of something here, of a love situation, of love in particular, relationships. You're seeing relationships in a whole different kind of way, I feel like. And I think it's because you're more so going after what it is that you feel or that you want. And this could have been someone that you turned down, because the Ace of Cups in reverse is a rejection of a relationship, or not seeing the love that's there. I'm going to put this scenario out there and then we'll go into a different scenario, okay? For some of you, you're leaving one relationship for another, or you're deciding on someone. And what we saw in the first spread was you making that choice and actually initiating that. And what we're seeing now moving forward is what you are looking for, or the person that you want to be with now moving forward. And it could be for some of you, it could be someone that you're disconnected with the 2 of Cups being in reverse and the Queen of Pentacles. Someone that you feel like is very grounded or loyal, or very giving, or has a lot to offer. I think you're making a choice. And this has been coming through in my readings a lot lately. There's always been one pile that is about someone choosing between 2 people. And I know there's been a couple of you that said that you're in that situation, or it's resonating with you. So I want to make sure I make this very clear. I feel like that's for some of you the case, but I feel like that you feel like this person is somewhat of, can nurture your dream that you have. With the Mother Star, all I can see from that, and I know there's more meaning behind it when she made that card, but it's like the Star and the Empress for me together, and it's about nurturing a dream, nurturing a wish. And this is someone that will help you find balance in a way. You feel like they're more grounded. And this Queen of Cups energy is someone that is very intuitive. You know, it's Cancer energy. And the Wheel of Fortune is here. This is someone that you feel like brings you some emotional balance. Also a counterpart, King of Cups and the Queen of Cups. Scorpio, Cancer energy. But there's this here, it's like you want to create something here for yourself, but you don't have all the tools that you need. And I think part of that was you're seeing in someone else is this intuitive or creativity that's here with this Queen of Cups energy. The emotional side of things. And that's where this balance comes in. This is someone that you feel like this is someone that could be, you feel like part of your fate or destiny, that brings you in emotional balance and has a way to intuitively pick up on things with you. You feel like there's an understanding here that you have with this person, or you connect in a certain kind of way that helps bring some sort of harmony or peace. When it comes to this wish or dream or goal or aspiration, is what I just heard in my head. Where you find yourself being in a place to where some challenges may be overwhelming for you, when you feel like you're down or you don't have what it takes. You feel like this is someone that's like a ride or die, or someone that you can trust. And you're looking at this relationship in a different kind of way, I feel like, with that Hangman in reverse. Why is the Two of Cups here in reverse? Well, they just gave me a crap ton of cards here. Oh. Okay, I'm gonna go with this storyline now because it's very clear to me. It's just because of what just came out in my hand. I asked why the Two of Cups was in reverse, and you have the Three of Swords and the Six of Cups in reverse. This is someone, you broke this person's heart, or this person broke your heart or something in the past. The Six of Cups is reconciliation, but it's about leaving the pain of what was in the past, leaving heartbreak in the past. You could be disconnected from this person, but there's an energy here of wanting to move on past that. Let's see what this is. The Fool in reverse. I think that you had an opportunity with this person in the past, and I think that you passed that up and ended up kind of just breaking their heart. Five of Cups in reverse, the bottom of the deck, with the Four of Cups and the Three of Cups. There's, again, that disconnection. The Four of Cups is whenever, it's funny that the Four and the Three of Cups are right with each other, because you see the Three Cups that are here on this card, and you have this one cup that's being offered, which could be this Queen of Pentacles, or Queen of Cups, but you have this cup that's offered, and you're not looking at it because you're stuck on this Three of Cups. So there could have been someone here that you went back to, a relationship that you could have went back to, that it wasn't what you wanted. You end up finding out that's not what you wanted. But for some of you, you could have just been in like a third party. You could have been trying to pick between two different people. And that's something that you were thinking about so much so that you didn't know what to choose. Take how it resonates for your situation. But there is a Five of Cups here in reverse. So this is about wanting to get out of this feeling of feeling lost, or wanting to make amends, wanting to come back together. This is wanting to not feel this lost feeling, like you've lost something or you're losing something anymore. Or someone's left you or leaving you behind. This is wanting to come out of this. You literally look at that. The 3 cups, the 4 of cups, and the 5 of cups. This has been like a progressive, and then there's that 6 of cups. This has been like a progressive energy here for you. What is the 2 of Pentacles about? Okay. There's the 5 of Pentacles. There's definitely been some sort of conflict here. Feeling left out in the cold when it comes to an opportunity. The 2 of Pentacles. Look at that. The Hierophant, guys, this is strange, but these 2 came out in pile 2, but they were the opposite way. The 2 of Pentacles is 2 different ideas. I feel like these are 2 different ideas. I feel like, and they're both cards of commitment. This is about working with someone. This is about commitment with working with someone on something. And this is about, I mean, this, to me, is working towards a commitment, or the Hierophant in reverse can be going against tradition. In order to work with someone on something, or this commitment that you're making here could be going against tradition. And that might be what you've been juggling. Or someone, I said this in the other readings too. These can always refer to your person or the other person. You just have to take it how it resonates, because I pick up on both energies. It's just whichever one you're needing to hear, understand the most. Okay. Advice. Okay. That came out in pile 2. This is the marriage card, and it's the number 20, which is Judgment in tarot. You are attracting emotional fulfillment and unconditional love. I mean, I think you're making a choice to want to commit to something here. Plain. Well, that's different. Number 26. A journey is indicated, either physically or metaphorically. Your life will become more full. Well, the good news here is that your life is going to be changing for the better, apparently. Because apparently you're attracting some emotional fulfillment and unconditional love into your life. And I feel like your life is going to feel more full because of that. But you have the moon here, number 21, which is the World in tarot. There may be some fears about the endings or things that you're leaving behind. Pay attention to your intuition at this time and move ahead confidently. It's important to not let those fears get in the way of you accomplishing what it is that you want for yourself. Okay? Be cautious of self-sabotage. When it comes to the ending of things, when we're closing cycles out in our lives, we go through this period of like the 9 of Swords where we're like questioning it last minute. Like, wait, am I making the right decision? You know what I mean? Like, it's like when you're selling something, right before you go to sell it and like you make that exchange, or you're buying something or something, it's like that second, where you have that second thought right there in that little time frame. This is like this closing out, and there's emotions attached to this closure, right? So that little time frame of that second guessing yourself, be aware, be cautious of that. You also have angel here, number 2. Your angels are guiding and protecting you on your spiritual journey. So if some of you feel like this is part of your spiritual journey, is releasing things and doing what's best for you, feel like yourself in this journey, or wanting to now like do things that are better for you and not so much focused on everyone else around you and what everyone else is expecting of you or wanting of you, but doing something for yourself. You know, I think that they're saying here is that you're protected here, especially if you have some kind of higher purpose, or you feel like you have some kind of higher purpose in some kind of way. Like, you can't explain it. You just, yeah, look at that. Stay the course. You can't explain it. You just feel like, and have no fear is at the bottom of the deck. And let it go, which is, shockingly enough, the number 18, which is the moon. So it's like a reflection of the same card here. And look at this. You have some serious angels here protecting you, or looking over you. The number 14 in the middle is that temperance energy. Have no fear. Fear is a trap of the ego. Allow me to use my sword of light to free you from the disquieting feelings that are holding you back. And then it says, let it go. The situation no longer serves you. Allow me to sever your energetic connections to the past so that you can embrace the future. And then you have, you know, Archangel Michael there with a big smile on his face. And it says, stay the course, number 29, which 11 is that number of, you know, mastering a lesson or being on that path that you're meant to be on. Don't panic. You're not on the wrong path. You're just having a bumpy start. Learn from your experiences and keep going. There you go. Don't normally get that many cards out, but I mean, obviously, I felt called there. Anything else that I need to get? Anything at all? Anything at all? Let's just get some key cards and some initials to close. Super interesting reading, guys. These readings have been very, like, big lately. Knowing, follow my knowing. Yeah, you're on the right path. Keep doing it. One step at a time. And listen. Listen to your higher guidance. Listen to your intuition and that inner knowing. You're on the right path, but it's like fear could just jump up and take this away from you at any time. Can sabotage this. So have no fear. Let it go. The situation that you were in, apparently, I guess, no longer serves you. Sever the energetic connections to the past so that you can embrace the future ahead of you. Now, you do have a significant future here ahead of you. I also feel like guilt is a part of that. And oh, wow, guys. I literally was just talking about this. And you have the scissors that just came out in the bowl. And the star, which is representing that future energy. Cutting things out that don't serve you anymore so that you can move towards your future, your goal, your dreams. And transform with the butterfly to something better and bigger. And you have the heart, the golden, the diamond heart. So this is something that you really want for yourself. And I feel like this could be tapped into this relationship as well. Someone that you feel like connects with you, resonates with you. This, for some reason, for you guys, I feel like this is tapped more. This connection in some way is tapped also into your goal or of what you want for yourself or higher purpose. Or you feel like this is, you know, that Wheel of Fortune is destiny. Okay. You have X, so making that choice or being at that crossroads. Making, yeah, that choice. Xing something out, someone out. You have P, Z, H, A. P, Elmer W, L, H, E, G, and J. E, G, J. I heard hell. Maybe you feel like you've been in hell. It's time to get out of it. What else? Let's see. Anything that's just sticking out. I guess this could be a W. You may feel like you're getting out of this with like, I was just hurt by the skin of my teeth. For some reason, I feel like you're getting out of this situation like right at the nick of time. There's something to do with timing being very significant here. Phase. I see phase in the bowl now. So it's like there's a phase that you were in that you needed to desperately get out of. And I think that you've done that. I think that if you were to stay in that for too long, it could have actually led you into a different direction. You know, we get these choices here, opportunities, and we're sitting at a crossroads, and it's not that there's ever a wrong choice. It's just that one choice may be a little bit harder than the other one. And you see this here on this card. It depends on what lesson you need to repeat or what lesson you need to learn, and the significance of learning it. Sometimes we repeat the same cycle over and over and over. And I think that you were in a certain kind of cycle or phase that you're now getting yourself unstuck from. You're cutting yourself out of. And right at the nick of time is important here for you guys, because I feel like something is you're gonna see something transpire with either that past person, or something's going to transpire where everything you feel like is going to unfold right at the perfect timing. It's all going to come together. And if you didn't do it, if you did it any sooner, it wouldn't. If you did it any later, it wouldn't. It's like right now is like, I just feel this significance of this perfect timing here. And the way that he says you're not on the wrong path, you're just having a bumpy start. Learn from your experiences and keep going is important, because I think that you've been stuck in this Nine of Swords for a while, but we saw that you're getting out of that. Okay. Heal is here. Healing is important. Path is also, I'm seeing in the bowl, even though we don't have all the letters here. Peg. Peggy. For some reason. Jay-Z is in the bowl. Just saying. It's right there. Meg is also here. Is that it? Okay. I'm gonna leave y'all here. I'm gonna hold these up so y'all can see them yourself. Close up, maybe. Okay. There you go. So thanks guys for being here. Y'all had the longest one, I feel like. Thanks for being here. Thanks for all your love, all your support, all your kindness, of course. I hope this helps. Sending you some love, sending you some light. Good luck to you guys, and I hope to see you soon.